Hey guys, so I have two X68s here. This is my personal Intrubuster, and this is a new Gen 2 X68. And what I wanted to show you here was this one just has an MCS 6-inch barrel on here. So the barrel is 2 inches longer in the front. This one has the Home Defense 24 short tuning chamber and the small hole cap, the cap with the smaller hole in it, which I personally think is a better option because it keeps the joules high but more consistent. You don't lose that much power on the last two shots, I believe. So that's what we're going to test today. And what we're going to use is AR Tactical 10-gram joules in both launchers. And we're going to see what the results are. Then we're going to do another test, but I'm going to wait till later, till this warms up. It'll be in the video of this setup with the 6-inch barrel. I believe these two numbers are going to be very close with the 2-inch barrel in the front and the 2-inch chamber cap on the back. So we're going to see what we get. I think it'll be interesting. So we're only going to shoot 6 shots. We're not going to do the 8 or the 7 shot loaded. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, we're going to do 6 shots on these. Same on this one. 4, 5, 6. And we're just going to chromium and get the numbers and see what we got. I think it'll be interesting. We'll start with this guy first. All right. So let's go over. All right, so we got this bad boy here. We're going to gas it up in front of you. Before I gas it up, I want to tell you, some of these, especially the Gen 2s, they hold some air in them. Always puncture it facing your trap or your target or the thing you want to destroy. Don't point it at another person, because when you're dealing with power like this, it's a little bit scary. And you don't want to even take out a computer or a TV or a window in the house, which can happen just by engaging these things. So let's get the numbers first with the chamber cap. All right, and then without. All right, so we're going to point it towards the target. We're aired up. You can hear it fill up the air tube. First shot out. Whew, 350. There's a hell of a kick to this thing. 350. So these are 10-gram balls. We're going to see what they come out to. 344. .338. Shot number 4. 328. Shot number 5. 314. And last but not least, 290. That was the drop. So the other day I did get 300 with the last shot. So it could just be cool CO2. Another thing that I did, I want to just make it known to you. So these chamber caps are working good on the new Pistelles, they don't really work too good on the old Intrubuster. But what I've noticed is if I take one of the spare O-rings, the orange ones that come with the Pistelle, and I put it on here, it doesn't have an O-ring for the back here. I guess they say you're not supposed to, I don't know. But I've been putting an O-ring back there, and that's been helping me with the leakage. So if you use some of the O-rings from your accessories kit, if you have any issues, they do help and they do work a little bit. All right, so we got that one out of the way. Now we're going to see what we get if we don't have the chamber cap on the back, but we just add 2 inches up front. We're going to see if the numbers are more consistent, more powerful, and we're going to have them side by side. All right, well, we got to fire this bad boy up. Oh, I got a little leak here. So, see? I'll be able to fix that though. That was my own doing because I took it apart the other day. So, all right, sit tight. We're going to fix it. All right, we're back. Something I forgot to mention to you guys, which is really important, and I did it on purpose, and I kind of forgot to mention it. So the leak we just saw from back here, I purposely, when I was fooling around with the tuning chambers on the Intrubuster, not the X.68, the Intrubuster, I felt they just didn't work right without an O-ring and with an O-ring. They kept blowing air, but only on the Intrubuster. So when I built this one, I took the chamber cap off of here and I put it on here because I wanted to see if it was slightly different, and apparently it is, because on here, this is the first time I ever had air blow out of my Intrubuster, and I was using the Pistelle X.68 end cap. So if you have an Intrubuster, I don't think those tuning chambers are quite the same as they work on the, I think they're slightly different. I don't know if it's the thread, 1/4 of a millimeter. I really don't know what it is, but this was the cap from the X.68 on here, and it didn't work. Now let's see. We had a little bit of time for it to warm up. I got my crony there. Let's see now. And nothing. This is slightly different. They don't look it. The measurements seem the same, but I don't know. All right, so part 2, let's see what we get. 6 shots from this one. 352 as opposed to 350 on the first shot on the other one. 352, so 2 feet more. So I'm calling that a draw. $348. The other was $344. Third shot. $338. The other one was $338. Fourth shot. $336. The other was $328. This is where you see the difference. $332. The other was $314. $332, 6 shot. The other was $290. You know what that means? That means that the longer barrel is giving you more power in a magazine, and you can actually get 2 more shots in here with an extended magazine with the same power. So you could do the math there. Having a 2-inch longer barrel on your Pistelle is more advantageous to having the chamber cap on the back. But we will do a third test where we just test the Pistelle with the chamber cap and the 6-inch barrel. So, and what I want to kind of show you is, yes, up front, the 2-inch barrel is longer, but you got 2 inches in the back. But if you line them up, they're really the same size. So, in my opinion, if you're carrying this thing off body, Pistelle with the chamber cap or X.68 with the chamber cap, without the chamber cap and the 2-inch barrel, same size. It's a little more advantageous to go with the longer barrel if you're carrying it around. So, guys, I just wanted to do that video so you could see what's going on. Anyway, we'll talk more about it. All right, guys, so here's the data. Both numbers were very good, but I'm going to have to probably write the data down because it's going to be hard for you guys to remember, so I'll put it in the description. So what we see with having the chamber cap on the back as opposed to having a barrel up front, so you're, instead of putting 2 inches on the back, you're putting 2 inches on the front. You're not wasting, obviously, as much CO2 when you put the 2-inch barrel on as opposed to when you put the chamber cap on. The numbers are great. So on the first shot with the chamber, we had 57 joules. Without the chamber, with just the barrel, we had 58 joules. No difference, same thing. It's very marginal. Second shot with the chamber, we had 55. With the barrel, we had 56. Same thing, marginal. 1 joule doesn't make a difference. Third shot, here's where we equaled out. The third shot with the chamber, tuning chamber, was 53 joules. Without the tuning chamber and just the barrel was also 53 joules. Those first 3 shots are fantastic, right? Then we have the fourth shot. Now here's where things start to change a little. With the tuning chamber, we still had 50 joules, which is excellent. So 4 shots in, we're still in the 50s. The fourth shot with the barrel, we're at 52. So now we're still nothing major, 2 joules higher. Fifth shot, 48 joules with the chamber. We're still at 51 without the chamber and with the barrel. And then the sixth shot, we dropped down to 39 joules with the chamber, which is still great. 39 joules, nobody wants to take that. But with the 2-inch barrel and no chamber, we're still at 51 joules. So without the chamber and just the 6-inch barrel, we went from 58 joules down to 51 joules. We're only talking a 7 joule difference in 6 shots. That's like a joule a shot. But with the chamber on the back, eating up more CO2. And remember, we used a small CO2 plug. If we use the bigger one, it's going to, we saw on some other videos, people got in the 20s. So you don't want to do that. You're still good. If you're just using the chamber cap, you're going to go from 57 joules down to 39 joules. That's a drastic drop. Still great numbers, still very powerful, still very effective. But don't forget, if you're using the barrel, you can get 2 more shots out of that, still high in the 50s or high 40s. You're not going to get those 2 extra shots, a 7th and an 8th shot, if you're using the chamber cap on the back. So I'll write the numbers down below in the description for you guys so you could see and make a conclusive decision about that. I don't think you're bad if you go with either. So if you have the tuning chamber, it's going to be easier to conceal carry if you're using an out of the waistband holster because it sticks up higher. So that's a major reason why you might want to choose that. If you're choosing to carry it off body, I would go with the longer barrel because you have more advantage and you have more power for a longer period of time. So anyway, I'll put the numbers in the description. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.